What if Steffi's biggest mistake is not shutting Hope down, but pushing her straight into Katie's hands? Because this time, Hope may not just complain, cry, or wait for another chance. She may finally walk away. And if Katie gives her a new home at Logan Fashion, with Deke sharp beside her, Forrester Creations could be facing a betrayal that Steffy never saw coming. Hope Logan has been here before. Another meeting. Another delay. Another reminder that hope for the future is not the priority. And once again, Steffy Forrester Finnegan appears ready to make it clear that couture comes first. On the surface, Steffy may frame this as a business decision. She may argue that Forrester Creations needs to focus on what is strongest right now. She may even soften the blow by telling Hope that the door is still open for her line to be revisited later. But that kind of promise may not mean much to Hope anymore. Because later has become the word that keeps her trapped. Later means waiting. Later means uncertainty. Later means Hope must keep standing inside a company where her future can be paused whenever Steffy decides something else matters more. And that is where the real wound begins. Hope may not just feel disappointed. She may feel dismissed. She may feel like her name, her work, and her identity at Forrester are slowly being pushed into the background. Steffy may believe she is protecting the company. But Hope may hear something far colder. You are not essential. And once Hope starts believing that, everything changes. Hope may carry that pain with her into dinner at the Spencer mansion. And this is where the timing becomes dangerous. She will be around Liam, Katie, and Bill. People who may see the situation from outside the Forrester power structure. That matters, because inside Forrester, Hope may constantly feel like she has to defend herself. But at the Spencer mansion, the conversation could shift. Katie is already thinking bigger. She does not want Logan Fashion to survive on one successful collection. She wants momentum. She wants the next wave. She wants something fresh enough to prove that Logan is not just a temporary threat, it is a real fashion force. So when Katie talks about moving beyond Eric's collection and finding the next big thing, Hope may suddenly become the answer sitting right in front of her. Katie may look at Hope and see more than a frustrated designer. She may see a brand. She may see a woman with history, loyal fans, emotional storytelling, and a reason to prove herself. And if Katie learns that Steffy has once again put Hope's line on hold, she may not waste the opportunity. Katie could make the argument Hope has been waiting to hear. Why keep begging Forrester for space when Logan can give you freedom? That question alone could shake Hope's entire future. Katie's pitch could be powerful because it would not just be about a job. It would be about dignity. At Forrester, Hope has to fight for approval. At Logan, she could be treated like a central piece of the future. That is a very different kind of offer. Katie could promise stability. She could promise creative freedom. She could promise that Hope will no longer have to wonder whether her line will be paused, ignored, or quietly pushed aside. And for Hope, that may sound like oxygen. Of course, there is one complication. Hope for the future may belong to Forrester Creations. If that name stays behind, Hope may have to start over with a new concept, a new identity, and a new creative direction. But maybe that is exactly the point. Maybe Hope for the future has become too tied to pain, rejection, and old battles. Maybe a new line at Logan could allow Hope to reinvent herself without asking Steffy for permission. Katie could frame it as a fresh beginning. Not a retreat, not revenge, a relaunch. And that word could be very dangerous, because Hope may be more ready for one than even she realizes. Katie may have another card to play. Deke sharp. If Katie offers Hope not only a new professional home, but also a designer who could help bring her vision to life, that changes the entire conversation. Hope may hesitate at first. She may worry about looking disloyal. She may worry about Brooke's reaction. She may worry that leaving Forrester will turn a family disagreement into a full corporate war. But if Katie says Deke can come too, the offer becomes more serious. Now it is not just Hope joining Logan as a frustrated former Forrester employee. It becomes a creative team. A new line. A real plan. And from Steffy's point of view, that would be a nightmare. Because Hope walking away is one thing. Hope walking away with talent, direction, and Logan money behind her is something else entirely. That would not look like Hope losing. It would look like Hope building. And Steffy may not be prepared for how threatening that could become. The irony is sharp. By trying to control Hope's place at Forrester, Steffy may accidentally create the exact rival she wanted to avoid. Hope's biggest emotional obstacle may not be Steffy. It may be Brooke. Because Brooke's reaction could be complicated. Hope knows that if she leaves Forrester and joins Logan Fashion, Brooke may not see it as a simple career move. She may see it as an escalation. Brooke already has tension with Katie over the Logan Fashion push. She may feel betrayed by how Eric's collection became part of Katie's success. She may worry that Logan is becoming too aggressive, too fast. So if Hope joins Katie, Brooke could feel trapped. On one side is her daughter, who wants freedom and stability. On the other side is Ridge, Eric, and the Forrester family legacy Brooke has been connected to for years. That is why Hope's choice could hurt more than anyone expects. Hope may not intend to betray Brooke. She may only be trying to protect her future. But in this family, intention rarely controls the fallout. Brooke may warn her not to do it. Ridge may see it as a direct attack. Steffy may call it proof that Hope was never loyal to Forrester in the first place. And suddenly, Hope's professional move could become a personal trial. If Hope resigns and announces a new line at Logan, Steffy will not stay quiet. She may see it as betrayal. Worse, she may see it as Katie stealing from Forrester's inner circle. Hope knows the company. She knows the brand. She knows the people. And if she takes that experience to Logan, Steffy may feel that Katie has crossed a line. This could also bring Ridge into the conflict quickly. Ridge may not like the idea of Logan Fashion becoming stronger. He may feel that Katie is using family ties to weaken Forrester from the inside. And if Deke is involved, the move could look even more strategic. But Steffy's anger may reveal something important. If Hope was truly not valuable, then why would her departure matter so much? That is the hidden contradiction. Steffy may push Hope aside while she is at Forrester. But the moment Hope walks into Logan Fashion, Steffy may suddenly treat her like a serious threat. And Hope may notice that. For once, leaving may give Hope the power that staying never did. This is why Hope's possible move to Logan Fashion feels bigger than one career choice. It could mark a full shift in the balance of power. For years, Hope has been fighting for space in someone else's house. At Logan, she could finally help build the house herself. That does not mean the decision will be easy. It could cost her peace with Brooke. It could deepen the war with Steffy. It could put Ridge on high alert. It could even force Liam and Bill to take sides in subtle ways. But it could also give Hope something she has not had in a long time. Control. And that may be what scares Steffy most. Not Hope leaving. Hope succeeding. Because if Hope and Deke launch something powerful at Logan, then Steffy will have to face the possibility that she did not stop Hope's future. She helped create it. So now the biggest question is no longer whether Hope is frustrated. The real question is whether this is the moment she finally stops waiting for Forrester Creations to value her future. Because if Katie steps in with a serious offer, Hope may be forced to look at everything differently. Staying at Forrester could mean more delays, more doubts, and more decisions made by Steffy. But joining Logan Fashion could give Hope something she has been missing for a long time: control over her own vision. And if Deke becomes part of that plan, the stakes get even higher. This would not just be Hope taking a new job. It would be Katie building a real creative team. It would be Logan Fashion sending a message to Forrester that they are not just celebrating one successful collection. They are preparing for a bigger future. That is exactly why Steffy could explode. From her point of view, Hope leaving may feel like betrayal. Katie hiring Hope may feel like an attack. And Deke joining the Logan side could make it look like a calculated move to challenge Forrester directly. But here is the twist. Steffy may have helped create this problem herself. By pushing Hope aside again and again, she may have made Katie's offer look less like a risk, and more like freedom. So what do you think? Should Hope stay at Forrester and fight for her place, or should she finally walk away and build something new with Katie at Logan Fashion? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and breakdowns.